Hi friends, it's Terry Stewart, independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator located in Central Maryland. Welcome to another creative project. Today I'm sharing an alternate using the August 2022 Paper Pumpkin Kit, Sweet Sunflowers. It's a beautiful kit and the stamp set, love it. I am loving the sunflowers. So let's jump in and get right to the fun stamping. If you get sick, look away because I am turning the camera now. And I know I've said this 1,000 times. You're going to see my ceiling, my big light, my big head, before you see my workspace. Okay, so let me bring this a little bit toward me. Okay, this is the box that the kit came in, and it's just shows you some of the outside is kind of giving you a sneak preview of the beautiful inside. So this is the Paper Pumpkin Kit, August 2022, Sweet Sunflowers. It just shows you that right there. And then on the inside, I've already done an unboxing. So this is the Sweet Sunflower stamp set. This is the stamp set that I'm going to be using today. Beautiful sunflower. It has a center for the sunflower. Has some floral images. Little tiny bee, another little bee, and then some fabulous sentiments. Thank you. Hello for a wonderful, one-of-a-kind friend. I'm going to be using that one today. And wishing you so much happiness. So that's really a stamp set that is very versatile. This set came with 2 ink spots. Soft suede and crushed curry, and I'm going to be using those colors today. And I think that's all I'm using from this kit. And you can see how beautiful. This was a free gift. This foil hive panels. There's an envelope. Here's some of the card bases. Now we'll be back later this week, and I have some other projects featuring some of those items. But for today, it's just stamping and the stamp sets. Let me put that aside. And, oh, before I jumped in, I wanted to share with you, so in September, every Thursday on the 8th, so tomorrow, the 15th, and the 22nd, there are going to be sales going on. They're only 1-week sales, so each week different items are on sale. So today is the last day to get those sales. If you go to my online store and look for specials, you'll see September deals or something like that. The other thing going on in September is these perfect partners. So there's 6 stamp sets that currently in either the annual catalog or the mini catalog do not have dies. But during this promotion, you can get dies for them. The one from the mini catalog I know is this Yeti to Party, and there's little Yetis, so you can get die cuts for your Yeti. And then there's a Christmas one. There's these cute little piggies, waterfall dies, and these apple blossoms. I saw somebody doing some stamping and die cutting today with this apple blossoms. Beautiful apples. And these fresh cut stems. So you can only get these bundles or these dies during September, and September 30th. So you might want to check that out. All right. So now that I've told you about that, here's my stamp set. Let me show you the card that I'll be using. So here's the sunflower card. Hey, hello to my watcher. Hello, viewer. Glad you're with me. So this one is for a one-of-a-kind friend. I've stamped several sunflowers, and I've done them in various colors. So I'm sticking with the crushed curry and the soft suede. And then on the inside, I did some more sunflowers. I really just love that sunflower stamp set. So stamps. I am going to take all my stamps off that I'm going to use. These little bees, the center of my sunflower, the other little bee, and this for the one-of-a-kind friend. Really like that sentiment. Okay, so let's put some of these things on blocks. So I'm going to, there's my sentiment. going to put my sunflower on a block. And these are not the blocks that come with the kit, but I like using these bigger blocks. And so for these little bees, I'm going to put one on one side, and then I'm going to do the other like that. So they're double mounted. And here is my card base, and this is So Saffron. If you visit my blog, stampinghair.blogspot.com, so you probably can't see that. Let me pull that down. Or you can see in the description below, because I will post this on YouTube. I'll blog about it, and I'll give you all the dimensions and products that I use so you can recreate this card for yourself. And I'm going to bring in my scrap paper, because you all know I like a pristine workspace. So here is my crushed curry. So I'm using the full-size pad instead of the little the ink spot that came with the kit. I mean, you can use that, but I'm going to use this big. And I'm going to stamp once. I'm going to re-ink, and I'm going to turn it and kind of line up the center. And this will give my sunflower, you can see it's really leafy, I guess. And I'm going to put another sunflower down here, and I'm going to try to do kind of the same thing where I ink it, and then I'm going to turn it a quarter, line up the centers, that, and then the last one is going to be over here. And I don't want this to look like eyeballs. So I'm going to put it purposely off center so I don't feel like it's eyeballs looking at you. I don't know why when I looked at that, I'm like, ooh, it could easily be eyeballs. So I've turned my stamp a quarter like that. And then I have a piece of very vanilla that I'm going to use for my inside, and I'm going to stamp some sunflowers along the edge over here, and maybe one down. So I'm going to do maybe a little bit different than what I did on my sample, but that's the joy. You can do whatever you like with your card. All right, so that, and then the last thing is I have a piece of So Saffron, and that's where I'm going to stamp sunflowers on both sides of this. And I'm going to try to avoid doing the center. I'm just going to do the leaves. And this one seems to have more leaves. So I'm going to try to do that. And just make it very leafy. Like the petals, or you're in a field of sunflowers and there's petals everywhere and they're so pretty. Today here there is no sun. It's been raining and miserable. Just yeah, I could use some sun today. All right, so I think I'm done with all of my crushed curry. So I'm going to set that aside and bring in the soft suede. And this is where I'm going to stamp. Oh no, okay. I'm going to take this out just in case. And here I've done some with some sunflowers and soft suede, and then I put a little bit of crushed curry just one time. So I'm going to add those sunflowers, and I'll come back with my crushed curry and add. So I'm not quite done with my crushed curry. So we'll put sunflower here, and then one. Again, I don't want eyeballs, so I'm really conscious of where the placement is so I don't have eyeballs looking at me. That's a silly thing, but there you go. Alright, and now crushed curry one more time to fill in those soft suede. So just combine, give it a little bit of leaves, just to fill in a little bit. Alright, so that is done. And now the last thing I'm going to do is put some centers with my soft suede. Let me straighten this up a little bit. And I'm going to use that circle die. And what I did was I did full strength in the crushed curry, and then I used the stamp without re-inking. I did the soft suede. I put centers in the soft suede sunflowers. So full strength in the crushed curry, and then stamped off on the soft suede ones. And then for the inside, I think I did the same. Oh, just did well. So it's going to be a little different because that one is full strength and these didn't have any. So I'm going to make a little change here. I'm going to do a full strength one here, a half strength one there, and even so there you have different centers. And we're getting down to the end of this one. I'm going to, still with my soft suede, so if you got this kit and you don't have a lot of ink pads, this card isn't easy to use, just using the ink pads or ink spots that came with the kit. And I'm going to put right in the center for my one-of-a-kind friend. It just fits on this narrow piece of cardstock. And now we can put some bees. So this is a little tiny bee. He's going to be buzzing over here. And then the other little bee, he is buzzing over here. Cute. So cute. And I might fill in, let's see. Let's take a look at this. So I'll layer my stamped piece on this crushed curry cardstock. So I'm kind of going with the same color scheme that the inks are with the cardstock, and I'm going to change it up a little bit. I'm going to put a very narrow cardstock of soft suede, and that's going to go right here in the center. Yeah, I think we need some bees. Yeah, I mean, definitely need some bees. Okay, so I have some space in here. I'm going to fill that space in with a bumblebee here. And got one buzzing over here. And then I think we're going to have one buzz down here. And now another. This one's going to be buzzing up here. Right there on the corner. And so there's a lot of bees buzzing around on this card. Yeah. Oh, I love it. I love it. And now we can get to our assembling. So I'm going to, first thing is put my insert in. And if I had brought an envelope over here, I would have stamped some sunflowers on that envelope. And so it would kind of have given you a preview of what's inside the card. Isn't that beautiful? I mean, you can't help but be cheery if you got a card like that, right? It really is, brings a smile. What do you say? Bring a smile to your mailbox. This card was definitely the one that would do that. I'm going to center this stamped in. Oh, let's see, the glue has a little bit of forgiveness, but then you gotta watch it because it will wiggle away on you. And I want a very narrow border on the soft suede. So let me put a bead of glue here. I'll use my grid paper to help me keep this straight Although I will try to eyeball it. Let's see. Ugh, I must have glue on my fingernail, right? Okay, there we go. Coming in. Just a very narrow border. Yeah, just like that. Okay. And then bring the other border in. Same thing. Put some adhesive down the middle. Line that up. And then I'm going to eyeball that I can get. Now there's my dog. Apparently he has an itch, so he's got a scratch during my presentation, but he's an old dog and I love him, so I'll give him a pass. And now this part is going to, so do we want it lower, higher? I think I like it right about there, kind of in the middle, right? As my dad would say, about average. All right, so there. Put some adhesive on. Now that I've decided that I'm going to put it right in the middle. So I don't have eyeballs looking at me. I'm very happy with that on my card. I think that's perfect, right? Okay, so there we go. Alternate to the paper August Sweets Sunflowers paper pumpkin. So which one do you like? Do you like the original where I just use crushed curry and So Saffron cardstock, or do you like the one where I put a narrow border of soft suede and more bees? So I think I like the one with more bees and the soft suede. Hey, leave me a message and let me know what you like. And until next time, well, first thing before I sign off, remember to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel if that's where you're watching, or to like and follow my Facebook page, because you'll be notified every time I post a new project, and I have 2 more projects that I'm going to do with this kit. So now I'm going to sign off, and until next time, remember, stamping is fun. Bye!